European Sambo Championship is held in Moscow, the capital of Russia. Some athletes have already arrived at the hotel. Moscow greets sportsmen with good weather, it's warm, the sun is shining, and now we have the opportunity to find out how the athletes reach, what is their mood, and what they expect from the upcoming tournament.
We arrived well, waiting for placement in a hotel. We look forward to good results in these competitions, the first place. We flew well. I am glad the European Championship is held in Moscow. I really like here everything. I came here with the athlete and met a lot of friends.
I was very impressed about the weather because in France, when you speak about Russia, you think cold, snow and everything else. But when I arrived in Russia, so it's sunny, the weather is better than in France now, and the Russian people who I met is very nice.
I'm very glad the competition is held in Moscow. I have been here once. I'm happy that I came second time. I like everything here, the weather and people. We communicate waiting for the competition, in order to compete and show the best results.
It's my first time in Moscow. There are very large traffic jams, but impressions are excellent. The weather is good, it's not too hot. It's much warmer now in Baku. The main opponents are the Russians, because Sambo is national sport in Russia. But we are well prepared. Let's see what happens.
The city is very beautiful, but we haven't enough time for sightseeing now.
I'm the first time in Russia, the first time in Moscow. This is a very beautiful city. It is very interesting, funny people. And I wonder, Sambo as a sport.
This year, European Sambo Championship is held in the multipurpose sport hall Druzhba in Luzhniki. Within 3 days, from 18 to 20 May, the medals are played in 3 disciplines: men, women and combat Sambo. And now it's time to find out who is the favorites of the tournament.
We don't make a serious bid. The men think that I want our fighter to perform well and not to be injured. I hope that in 3-4 years we'll get back to our conversation about the medals.
I want to climb on the podium.
I hope to be okay. I hope to take some medals.
I hope I will win 1 or 2 fights, but I think it's difficult to have a medal. I'm not sure it's so difficult with the Russian.
What result do you want to get?
I will win. Yeah.
We have a close relationship between our teams Russia and Ukraine. We meet often at the training camp. We come here in Russia. Guys come to us in Crimea, in Feodosia. While we are only at the beginning of our career, our establishment, we hope for further cooperation with the European Federation in order promoting not only Croatia but also in neighboring countries. We hope that someday we will raise a flag here. Our team is prepared very well. We were in sports camp for 20 days. Our aim is getting gold medals. The team is like here. Training took place in stages. We have good results. The fight is very intense. All of our major competitors arrived. I win the 5th time. It was very difficult to win, but I could. I beat everyone.
The competition is very nice.
What can you say about your result now?
I'm happy with how I've done. You know, I would have liked to have won so I could have another fight. That was a good time. The first time I've done combat Sambo.
The leaders of the world ranking are still considered national teams of Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, Georgia, Armenia and Bulgaria. This year, fighters from Italy, Spain, France and Serbia are also expected to make a good competition. The athletes told us about their impressions of Russia and the national struggle Sambo.
I have many Russian friends from Saratov and Moscow and Norilsk, Arctic Circle. Yeah, we have friends there, and Bryansk near Belarus, I think. I have many Russian friends. I love Russians. I think Russians are more similar to British people than Americans or other Europeans. From what I've known, last time I was in Moscow, I lived with Russians in one of the flats in the apartments, and so we lived with them, and they're lovely people and funny. They have the same sense of humour as British people, except my coaches.
Why?
They're okay.
The red place and the Kremlin. Yeah, Kremlin. The Bolshoi Theater. Yeah, and another place where the KGB place. And another Stalingrad Tower, no?
Сталинградская высотка, да.
Да.
Why have you started Sambo?
I started Sambo, it was like 4 years ago. It was in St. Petersburg for the World Championship, so I take the silver, and it was great.
I would like to see Red Square and of course to make a photo with Mr. Putin.
And so why have you started Sambo?
I've been doing Russian martial arts for many years. My father has competed in Sambo World Championships, in the Masters and normal. He's a medalist in it. He's taught me martial arts all my life, and I got the opportunity to come and do combat Sambo, so I thought, yeah, why not?
Moscow is play bread. The people is good for win.
Beautiful city, and people are very sociable, so it's a good thing to come. You know, you have like a championship in Russia, in Moscow.
I love Moscow, I love Russia. I love it completely.
2012 year marked the anniversary of the European Sambo, 20 years celebrated since the establishment and the official registration of the European Sambo Federation. Besides, the first European Sambo Championship was held exactly 40 years ago. It was held in Riga, Latvia. It's time to learn Russian.
Спасибо.
Привет, пока. Спасибо.
I know the vodka. No, I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. Only Sambo.
Do you know any Russian words?
Yeah. Спасибо. Спасибо большое. Давай.
Plov. I like plov. Yeah, plov is very nice.
Team Russia has become an absolute leader. It won first place in all three disciplines. The second place was the team of women in Ukraine. The Belarus was the third. In men, the silver medal was still the same Belarus. Georgia was bronze. In combat Sambo, in the second step of the podium rose Ukrainian team. The third was Bulgaria.
Basically, I am very pleased, based on the fact that we have a very young sport.
In conclusion, here's the song of the athletes.
Калинка моя, в саду ягода малинка, малинка моя.